Alright guys, you see this title. We are back with yet another new to us comedian. This one is Joe Coy reveals how to tell Asians apart. This sounds like useful information because I personally can never tell Asians apart. Almost never. Like, I don't know which country. I know that you're Asian, but I'm not sure which country. Now, we've spoken to an Asian before, and she says that Asians know how to tell apart the different countries and where somebody's from without even talking to them. I'm not that good. So, let's take a look.
And I look out into the crowd. You can't tell us apart. You can. You know how many Mexicans my mom walks up to and goes, Filipino? Mexican! Sorry. There's a way you can tell Asians apart from other Asians. It's by their accent, and only if they have accents. Out of all the Asians, Koreans are the easiest, because when a Korean person talks, they sound like they've been smoking weed all day. Like right before they talk, just... 할복하냐? Koreans sound like Asian ghosts. My best friend growing up was Korean. I remember the first time I went to his house, his dad yelled from upstairs. I thought the fucking house was haunted. Swear to God, right when I walked in. Bulgogi. I was like, what the fuck was that? I was like, oh, it's my dad. Just wants to know if you're hungry. You can do that with any Asian. Vietnamese. What? I haven't even done anything yet. Vietnamese. I love Vietnamese people. I love you. You're the smallest of the Asians.
No.
You're smaller, but I will tell you this, don't fuck with Vietnamese people. They will fight anybody. Those little fuckers will fight anybody. They don't give a shit. I don't care how strong you are. They will fight you. They will run up to you and say shit. That's their little feet. I had one run up to me at the end of the show. Hey dude, what you say to me like that, dude? They talk real fast. You know they talk that fast. They talk like that real fast, like dude. What you say to me like that, dude? They talk real fast like that, dude. Koreans sound like they've been smoking weed all day. Vietnamese people sound like they've been doing cocaine their whole life. Hey dude, what you say to me like that, dude? Don't you talk to me like that, dude? What you say to me like that?
Wait a minute. This one has me laughing, but my mind is also kind of turning at the same time. Wow. Like, what? First of all, from this title, I like the element of surprise. Because I would have never guessed that based on how to tell Asians apart, I was thinking there were going to be some cultural differences, some ways to tell them apart based on how they sound, of course. But I didn't know that he was going to relate each one to a drug.
Oh gosh, right.
He definitely gets an A+ for creativity. You know, this is cool how he brings like a different, how to say it, perspective, for lack of better wording, to comedy and like the comedic scene, because you don't see a lot of Asian comedians. You don't see anyone talk about their experience with Asians, you know, like Asians aren't mentioned, but you know, black people and white people are all the time. Sometimes you'll get Hispanics in the mix, you know, so it's cool that he's adding something fresh that I personally don't really hear all the time. We watch a lot of comedy, and I don't get to hear stuff like this.
Right.
And also, this has nothing to do with the skit technically, but I love the gigantic letters that spell his name on stage.
Isn't that cool? I was looking at that.
Right, and the
Yeah.
way that the light, because I mean, the power bill on this
Yeah.
place. Do you see all of these lights? Like the way the light hits the letters combined with the letters coloring, it's really pretty.
It is.
It's cool.
Don't you talk to me like that, do what you say to me like that. Vietnamese people put a period after every word that comes out. Hey, do what you say to me like that, do. Vietnamese people go real high, they go real high like that, do. They go down low like that, they start low like that, do. Then they go real high like that, do. Vietnamese people sound like they're in a car far away and they drive by you real fast when they're talking to you. Like, hey, do what you say to me like that, do. Don't say that. Man, say that shit again, man. Get out of the car and say that shit. Japanese. What? Oh.
This
Japanese, only if they have accents you can tell us apart. Japanese, very distinct. When a Japanese man talks, it comes from diaphragm. This way, Japanese man, ha, hi, Japanese. Japanese woman, doesn't matter if she's 12 years old or 75 years old.
Oh no.
They always sound 12 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why no one watches Japanese porn. No one watches Japanese porn. You know how annoying that shit is to watch? Hanuha. Hatuha. Hateha. All right, let's go. Hateha. Hatuha. Uh-oh, keep going. Hatuha. Hateha. Uh-oh, in my eye.
I have no idea what I just witnessed.
Me either. This was really good. Like I said a little bit earlier, like I love the change of topic compared to what we're all used to.
Right.
And I enjoyed that he low-key used props. Because looking at this stool, I thought it was something just for him to sit down and speak if he was tired of working the stage, you know? But he pulled a move that reminds me of Bill Burr, and this is one of my favorite things about Bill. Is the fact that he kind of uses random objects like the mic stand.
Yeah.
I believe Bill Burr has used stools before too, and he also just contorts his body in hilarious ways as part of the humor, so that way it's just as much, you know, his skit and what he's saying as it is, you know, his actions, you know, and together it ties in really well. And I'm so happy that Joe Coy did the same thing, you know, but he added that Asian twist to it. So that was a lot of fun to see and somewhat informational.
Yes.
Now I know, because I did at one point think that like all Asians sounded the same. You know, customer service reps from out of the country. We all know
When you're dialing those 800 numbers.
exactly those 800 numbers. And you get someone, they all sound the same, you know, slight differences between the men and the women. But beyond that, they all sound the same, and they all just have different names. You know, that's it. So now I have a little bit of information to tell, you know, who's who.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. I learned something new for the day. Definitely let us know if you would like more of Joe Coy's work, and we shall see what we can do about bringing him to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're down there, and we will see y'all in our next one. Bye, guys.